Yeah, but he's more like Iron Man than Daredevil.
But you would think, but he's not, because he's a street level hero who has a tough time dealing with mobsters. And you're going to trust him to save the Earth from an alien invasion. He can't take out a guy who's half his face is burnt by acid. You don't trust that guy. You gonna trust that guy? A
Look,
Robin died on his watch, but you gonna trust him to save the Earth?
look, you gotta every when you make an omelet, you gotta break a couple eggs.
Yeah, to say the least. Wait, did you see the Batman picture where Darkseid shooting the laser beam, but it just literally goes above his pointy ears and back?
Plot armor.
Armor.
Hold on, while you figure it out, I got a package that'll work for Collector's Corner. I'll be
What's
right
that?
back.
Okay.
Hey,
Got
hey,
it.
hey!
Okay.
Don't look at my package when I stand up.
Pause.
Open panel.
He went, I saw an S.
It's not letting me join the conversation on YouTube.
I guess he got a package. So how was your week, Chris?
My week was good. I watched. Did I watch? Oh, I watched Abbott Elementary. I finished it, so I'm caught up. And I've been playing Red Alert 3.
Saw that. Yeah. Are you enjoying yourself?
I love Red Alert, and I love Command and Conquer, and I wish they would have come back and given us a new one. I think they really shit the bed when they went to like the microtransaction thing that they tried to do on the handheld, and they just destroyed the entire franchise. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah, it's not doing a thing.
Everybody's-
it's not doing it. So I'm trying to say open panel, but it's not letting me open the panel to join the conversation.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm trying
block
to chat with us as
Getting
we
that
go, but I think we may be. I think we just got to work with what we got. And that's it. What do you guys think?
Our chat has been banned.
Well, we can still see them on YouTube, right?
Yeah, you just got to open up a window and go to YouTube, and
Yeah, we'll do
respond
that.
from there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I'll do it.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right.
Did
So
we
with
get everybody's week? Yo,
Oh, there goes Chris.
Saved
Oh,
Victor
that's on
in the
Facebook.
house.
I think it's fixed.
No, that's on Facebook. We got to get YouTube going.
All right.
It's not going through on YouTube.
All right. We'll try. So all the zeros of listeners, we'll try and figure it out in the background.
All the zeros of listeners. Wow.
So let's do this. So everyone's week was good. That's great. I'm glad. Let's go to our robot overlords.
Wait, I didn't tell you about. We didn't tell
Lauren,
them about our
how was
week.
your week?
Me and Jack didn't share our week, Chris.
Okay, I'm sorry. How was your week?
I had a great month because I haven't seen y'all in a month. Cobra Kai is dope.
Okay.
Oh, that's still going?
It's the last season, but they broke it into 3 freaking parts. Netflix is milking this thing. Actually, it kind of et cetera, so forth and so on. You can't see him on here, but he is talking. He said we got a full house like Danny Tanner. Yeah, we do.
Yo.
Hey, prayers for Dave Coulier.
Oh
He's-
yeah.
His cancer.
Oh,
Same with James Vanderbeek too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Welcome back, Mr. Bold and the Beautiful. It's good to be back. Just the S says hello, S. Stop looking at my S. So anyway, Cobra Kai is getting a little bit like Fast and the Furious. You know, like when it started off as like a simple story, and all of a sudden they're like kind of the Avengers. It's not all the way,
Yeah.
but it's like these kids from the Valley are now fighting in this like deadly tournament. In,
a Kumite or
yeah, I'm like,
They're fighting in the
the
Cobra
soccer
Kai?
type. I'm like, what are y'all?
What sport?
I'm like, what is? Yeah, it kind of almost did. Anyway, watching me and Rich already talked about it in the last version of this stream that happened on the same day. Dan, which is amazing. And what? And Serena and Lois, Jack. We talked about that off camera or on camera, but that's the last stream that we streamed.
Part
And
2.
And real quick, I got some toys. got an Alfred for the Batcave.
Nice.
And I got the freaking
You got the sword.
That's just his name, the sword? Samurai sword. Yeah. To go with my chainsaw man.
Nice.
Warts. Kind of on sale. On sale at freaking GameStop. Had to. This thing is pretty expensive.
Oh, my GameStop closed. I didn't
Really?
realize. Yeah.
Oh, online. Did it?
Yeah. My local GameStop's closed. I didn't realize it.
Oh, damn.
Time to take stocks.
What else? I got the Batgirl cycle, which is pretty dope.
It's like a fancy Harley. What is that?
I think Lawrence is like
1966.
That looks like Liberace's motorcycle.
It does. I was like, are we sure
Terrible.
that it's the Batgirl?
And I have something for Collector's Corner. I think, etc., so forth and so on. Will be very happy. And Connie Alaska's in the house. Sorry, Connie, we can't put you on the screen because we're having technical difficulties. Anyway, thank you for letting me share my life, Chris. Now on to the robot overlords.
Thank you. Hey, Alexa, tell me a joke about Thanksgiving.
What did the leftover turkey say? Make me a sandwich.
Because the turkey's a woman.
Huh? Wait, what?
You said, what did the leftover
That's
turkey
not why
No,
it's
no,
funny.
I heard what.
What did the leftover turkey say?
Wow.
It said, make me a sandwich.
Oh, the leftover
Because
Sorry.
it's leftovers.
The
Not
one
'cause
that-
it's a woman. That's just
It's
so
the one that
sorry.
made it. It's the turkey that made it.
Man.
The turkey that didn't get made into a turkey dinner.
Boy.
The
Right.
leftover turkey.
you make it a turkey sandwich.
So
Go make it you know what? I hate everything about it. Okay.
Man.
So it's not a woman?
It's
No, Chris.
nice-
I don't think it's.
This will be our last show of the year.
I don't think it's a
You
mistake.
said so much it has no meaning anymore.
Yeah.
Let's wrap that up. Go through all the stop signs, past guzzles, underfoot,
Guzzles.
whatever other Ramapo stuff that's gonna Spring Valley stuff that's gonna get you guys.
You better put some respect on Pepe's Pizza. That was a national.
We
That's a freaking
saluted.
landmark.
We saluted every time he passed. Okay.
And that takes us to where, Jack?
It's the Collector's Corner.
Thank you. Here at the Collector's Corner, we show stuff from our collections, whether it's worth millions of dollars, usually in Jack's case, whether it's homemade, usually in my case, whether it's a pop in a box, usually in Rich's case, or whether it's something that just came in from Amazon, usually in Lawrence's case. Fellas, what do you have? What do you got? What are you showing? Who's going first?
Jeffrey Miller's in the freaking house. Gobble gobble. He put up emojis. He put up a turkey sandwich emojis.
There you go. Yo, Lawrence, you're up first.
I'm up first. Okay. Etc. First, I'm starting off with this. This is for you. Jack's a hater, so we know what he's going to say. First up, we got that classic Superman from Superpowers figures.
Nice.
What?
That cape pops off.
Of course
Yeah.
it does.
It does. But
This
this
is
is actually.
you lose with that toy.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, you're absolutely right. But got the classic Superman in the classic colors, and then I got Bizarro with him.
That's
Dope
cool.
face sculpt. That's pretty cool. So it's cool
All
to
right.
kind of have these guys on the shelf, and it's
Oh,
classic
goody.
Bizarro.
Mother.
Hey, don't call him ugly. You know, you got a personality.
Just call him mother.
I also got this chair, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. That's
Very
Secret
cool.
Labs.
I got my
Yeah.
Secret Labs Superman chair, which is pretty freaking fun.
That's
It
pretty
should
dope.
be should be yellow on the back though.
You should be yellow on the back.
Hey, watch that.
But real quick, here's an unboxing. Here's an unboxing that's going to level the playing field with Jack. This is why Jack's Superman collection will never touch mine. And
What,
I
you
made,
get a Mayfax?
I made
Would you finally get your first Mayfax?
I made sure of it
Finally get your first Mayfax?
because Daddy got himself a Mayfix Hunt Superman.
Hey,
Hey!
Yeah.
It was on. This bad boy just showed up on Amazon again, like a couple days ago.
Nice.
And it's on sale.
Yeah, I guess he called that a sale. But Mayfex freaking Superman, arguably the best Superman figure ever made. Arguably.
It is not much of an argument. It is a very nice figure.
Which
got-
means
You got
Jack's
that background
collection.
blur on?
Yeah, I think so. But I think it's also reflecting off the.
No, it's your blur. You got your
How
blur
much
on.
was it?
Yeah, put it in front of your face. There you
That
go.
blur only looks at
He
faces.
he has to be in front of the camera. He can't just look at him. Look at
Just can't even look at you on the camera. You see, this was $100,
That's right.
which is
Okay.
about right. But I was surprised that you were able to get it $100 because the resale on this is crazy. I didn't think it was just going to pop up in Amazon, just regular. And what's dope about the Mafex is that they make Marvel figures too, so I can have a proportionate Superman sitting next to my Mafex Spider-Man, and it looks like they're built in the same exact way. So it looks like they belong together on a shelf. So That's pretty cool. Anyway, huh?
They belong together, holding each other's hands.
I think so. Rich.
Nice.
Okay. That's what I got.
All right,
That's
Rich.
what I got.
You
Wait, etc. says, I believe I was talking with Chris in Messenger and wanted to let you guys know if you weren't aware. McFarlane is rumored to be coming out with Max. Dude, I saw that during the
Max what?
the Fleischer Superman.
Yeah.
He's coming out with a 7-inch DC Multiverse Fleischer Superman style. With the black behind the S with the red S. From the old cartoons.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that during the New York Comic-Con panel, and I'm salivating for that. I'm literally salivating for it. You can fill up a cup with all this salivation.
Okay, and
etc. That's who you're talking to, and I got your stuff. Etc. You're last on this list because you got a lot of pickups. So stay tuned.
Oh man,
the hell? Fill up a cup with his saliva. You gonna sell it on eBay?
And there's a rumor McFarlane's coming out with an Icon figure from Milestone Universe.
Oh, that'd be dope.
About time.
I need that.
Still a DC property.
You need that for your Black Power show.
From the Affirmative Action collection.
There you go.
Affirmative Action. Huh?
Rich.
What you got, Rich? What you got, Rich?
Why you look like you're really in a studio? What's happening?
Listen, man, I just turned a corner of my room into all this, and you do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's not perfect, but it's out here. I feel
like I should be paying you for this the way that looks.
He's not saying don't.
And he switching angles. He switching angles.
What do I have? I got some things for sale. I got 2 of these bad boys. One's I'm keeping. The other one I'm selling. Doomsday and Superman.
What for that?
Don't worry about it. I ain't selling it to you.
Why?
Why not?
Why do you need it? You got one already.
No, I don't have one.
You don't?
No.
Oh man, I was gonna sell it for top dollar on eBay, man. These things are going for like $120.
Get that eBay money.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm not trying to hit y'all up. Let's go back over here.
What about that Black Friday discount?
That Black Friday
discount, Jack. What do you mean Black Friday discount, Jack? It's a regular Friday for us, Jack.
And now I just messed up my other camera. Thank you. All right. And also while cleaning up, I realized that I bought 2 steel clans. One I've already opened up. It's on the shelf, and I got another one. I guess I was trying to do like a double.
You were trying to
make the clans.
Make an army.
Yeah,
I guess I don't even remember buying this bad boy. But
army build you were trying.
Yeah, I got him.
Nice.
I don't think
Etc. Do you have that Doomsday? Etc. says nice find, Rich. Etc. Do you want to buy that Superman vs. Doomsday 2-pack?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I got another one.
Jeffrey Miller's laughing. Probably at Jack's Black Friday comment. How dare you, Jack?
I was talking about not.
No, it's just Friday to you, sir.
Yeah. All right. As for my pops, I'm gonna pull out these 2 gold ones because they're the only gold ones that I have. Now it's awkward. Now I got to look at this camera. Anyway,
you can't get the other one back on. It's awkward for us too.
Wait, what is all that? You ain't opened up the Demona? You got?
I opened up the Demona. That's Angela. Oh, so
that's Angela.
you haven't been here in a while. See,
I
that's
haven't been
Angela
here.
right here.
I couldn't see it from as far away.
Set him straight, Rich.
Look at your little wall light.
See, you got the
Yo,
this one. Well, I use this right here to charge my watch. I haven't worn my watch in a while and it wasn't working. So,
Rich,
but yeah, this
etc. says he's tempted. Not gonna lie.
tempted what?
Buying that Doomsday Superman 2-pack.
I'll let you know when it's on sale.
Come on.
I don't know what that ship is going to be from New York to Alaska. Excuse me.
$55.
But yeah, Angela right here. She comes with a little baby Angela.
Oh yeah, and I think I was here for that. I just didn't realize you didn't open it yet.
Yeah, not yet. I got Brooklyn over there. I got my Mandalorian because I feel like I want to be like Lawrence and wait like a whole 5 years before
I didn't wait.
Together.
I didn't wait. It takes 5 years to build it. I didn't wait. Obviously,
Not sure that's accurate.
You did the most, Jack.
The pops I'm going to show are
23 minutes.
Zorn. Anyway, I got some gold pops, which it's not that many, but you know, I got a little Yoda over here.
Nice.
Oh, gold
Nice.
Yoda.
He kind of looks like. Wait, he looks like the
short
the Spaceball one. Yeah.
Let the Schwartz be with you.
And then I got a Shuri from Black Panther. This one I'm going to take out because the box is all mangled, but eventually I'll take her out.
Etc. says, if I did and my wife found it, she might flip. I've already dropped over $300 this week on my finds. Dude, the fact that you're finding stuff, my Walmart and Target suck. I'm finding nothing new.
And you know what? They should be ramping up for Black Friday, and it's not the case.
No, I think Southern Cali just our Walmarts. Jack, the Walmarts I've been to here, like 5, don't even have anything DC in them. Like nothing even old. Like nothing.
You also got to remember, people do a lot more online shopping than they do physical shopping now.
I know,
especially for the holiday shopping. Like
I don't want to buy the shipping if I can avoid shipping.
A lot of people will pay that shipping. You know, they don't care. Let it come to my house.
Target's got a better selection.
Nice, Rich.
Walmart's got some exclusives.
Not all Walmart. They exclusively don't have it.
I know.
Jack.
Okay. All right. So I'm showing off a couple things. My buddy brought this to work the other day because they're selling for $1.
Oh, nice.
At Ralph's. So Ralph's has Hot Wheels.
Really?
For $1. Yep. So he's been picking up. Actually, I think I have all 5 or 6, there's like 6 of them. He's got me one at a time over the last couple of years. So that one I got this week. Showing off some of the Superman things. It's a keychain.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
I've had this thing for way too long. I wonder what the year on it is. Sure, there's a date somewhere. It's usually on his butt. Anyway, keychain. Dog tags.
Let me see that keychain again.
Oh yeah,
it's a dope dog tag. Well, because I want to say how much like turn them around. Like when did it become a novelty to get the S on the back? Remember when it was standard?
And when did it become a novelty to get the S in the right color scheme?
I know. Like it's like a rarity now. That's like old to have the S on the back of the cape when it used to be just that's because
you got an S on the back, and then the dog tags.
I think I remember those from college.
Yeah, you're right. They're about that old, and he come with his nameplate. Right
Clark.
Now it's public knowledge. Superman, aka Clark Kent, Metropolis.
Clark Joseph Kent.
And then I'm also showing this off. My brother made this for me.
Bizarro.
Oh well, not in real life. Can I split the screen? It's correct in real life.
That's dope. We made that?
Yeah, he painted that.
Wasn't that
painted that in
house in the ceiling?
Say again?
Was that in your house on the ceiling panel?
No, that is still in my house on the ceiling panel. That
Geek Fusion gone. TV's in the house. I said, "What up, my Man of Steel haters? What's going on, Geek Fusion TV?"
Man of Steel haters is Geek. Are you watching Superman and Lois? And
now that is the best Superman content, Geek Fusion. Now I'll tell you, Man of Steel is dope, but you got to watch it like a what if. What if Superman was hopeless? What if Superman suffered? Then Man of Steel works.
Good music though.
It was great.
Henry Cavill's great, and
Etc.
the combat in it is great. Don't get it twisted.
Oh no, I like Man of Steel more than you, Jack.
That may be true.
Opposite.
It's true. We had arguments in the parking lot. Geek Fusion TV also says, yes, I am. He loves it. He loves Superman. He thinks Superman Lois is fantastic. Amazing. And etc. says, your brother's got talent, Jack.
Yeah,
for those of you joining us, we're having issues with the chat, so we have to read them off of what you're seeing on YouTube. It's not coming up on our end on our streaming service thingy, the Jake.
Time for new streamers.
Yep.
All right, Jack. I'm sick of seeing your face, Chris.
Yeah, right.
Did you guys buy anything from that kids sale this weekend?
Who?
No.
The kids sale?
The kids sale.
Oh,
no.
No, I did not. Did you?
I tried, but everything I wanted was sold out. I wanted that Batman the Animated Series zip up. It was like $220 though, but it sold out quick.
$220?
Yeah, man.
Nah.
Yep. So Kidness is like this high-end fashion brand that will partner up with all these other brands, and they came out with the whole '89 Batman stuff. They also incorporated Batman the Animated Series stuff in it, and the stuff is dope.
No, it looks great, especially the rugs and stuff.
Yeah.
I can see you spending a lot on a rug, but on a because you're not wearing that out. Are you wearing the Batman the Animated Series hoodie out?
Yes.
Definitely
Come on.
Yes, I am. You put on a baller ass watch and that. It's one of those things like if you know, baby. And if you want to snicker at me and say whatever, you just don't know.
No, for $220, I'm gonna need them to know. I need them to know this wasn't from Target. This wasn't just from Target.
The point is that you know. That's the point. I did cut that down on Duck jersey though.
Oh, and Jeffrey Miller says the Hans Zimmer soundtrack for Man of Steel is. I mean, it's amazing. That soundtrack is amazing. That's true. Etc. So forth and said, I haven't watched Superman and Lois, Tyler Hoechlin, and Elizabeth Tulloch. I have a hard time imagining seeing them as those characters. For me personally, they don't look. You know what? I'll say that visually, Tyler Hoechlin may not be your archetype for Superman,
but after 2 episodes,
he's your only Superman you're ever gonna need.
And he's so perfect once you start watching. He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect.
Even him and Supergirl, like once you get. Yeah, you're like he's exactly what's been missing in all Superman content.
Yeah, I co-sign with that because, and also I identify with that too. I was like, "Who's this guy? He looks not like not my Superman." And then I watched him, and
wow.
Well, especially in the Henry Cavill era, where you got this beefed up, muscular, looking like an action figure. They kind of like, and then this Superman comes out around the same time, and to compare them visually, it's like one. Looks more like a comic book.
The guy's all heart.
He's just a kid from Kansas, man. Trying to do the right thing. Raise his boys up. Right. So good. So good. And I'll tell you this, etc. His Doomsday fight is way better than Snyder's Doomsday fight.
The only problem with the Doomsday fight is there's so many cuts in between it. But if you go online and watch where they've just clipped the whole Doomsday fight together with none of the cuts.
You know what Jack, you know what I love about the cuts, though? It gives you this sense that this fight went on for 24 hours. Like they were fighting for days in space.
Yeah.
Like you never thought about how long this fight was lasting. It wasn't like 30 minutes. And guess what our Superman did? Got him off planet. Got him off planet. Anyway. What do you got, Chris?
It worked. Oh yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. You gotta put it to your face. You gotta put it to your face like I had to do it.
Or just take your blur off.
I got the Joker.
That's right. Get it closer.
I am gonna build that lockup figure.
No, you gotta put it to your face.
Hold on, I gotta take the blur off first.
He's just gonna take the blur off.
Just put it to your face.
Just take it to the face. So I got the Joker from the animated series, the lockup. So now I have Batman, I have Joker. I just need Gordon and Riddler. And
You got Robin?
No, there's no Robin in this one.
So now I just need Batman, Joker, I need Batman, Gordon,
I had Batman.
Robin.
I showed Batman last week, Jack.
Etc. So forth and so on. Says personally, George Reeves looks more like Superman than Tyler Hoechlin. Yeah, that during that time period, if you look at the comic to George, I can give that to you. Tyler doesn't look like the current Superman in the comics.
This has just been put on hold.
I'm sorry, Chris. The chat must be honored. And let me tell you something. You got to get Robin. He's not part of that wave, but he's in that series.
Yes, but my goal is I want to build lockup. I'm going to build lockup.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the Joker from the movie? He didn't wear it. Did he wear a trench coat and hat in the series?
He wore a trench coat. You know, he wore it in the episode where he followed that dude around. He's like, he was his pet. Remember the guy he cut him off in traffic. And then
Geek Fusion TV says I got the whole wave and it's fantastic. The animated DC Direct line is better than anything else McFarlane is doing. Because that's picking up from their the DC Direct line. He's just kind of like bringing it out. Etc. says love that Joker, Chris.
Thank you, Etc.
I'm not used to Chris getting love during Collector's Corner. This is new.
Always gets love during Collector's Corner. What are you talking about?
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's also a good 89 reference.
Yeah. And then let me show you guys.
Wait, look at that behind you.
What happened?
What's behind him?
He had like these really cool Superman Batman statues behind you.
Lawrence.
Oh, I mean, again, if someone shows up.
We specifically talked about them.
in detail
last week. So I had a conversation with...
I must have missed that part.
You must have missed it. So, Etc. is putting in work. So...
Yo, I had that!
Yep, Royal Rumble, Genesis, Sonic 2.
I had that too.
On emulator, Donkey Kong 64. I had that.
Oh, yeah.
Super Mario All-Stars.
Yo.
Donkey Kong Country. Wolfenstein 3D.
Yo, let's go.
You remember the first time you guys played Wolfenstein? I was like, that's one of the first person shooters. It blew my mind.
On PC, that's when I played it.
Me too. And it was scary back in the day. Remember?
Yeah. Scary? It was good to play.
Yeah. He got me.
It's just like I won't give it to you.
Well,
Lost in Space Figures. Is that based off the movie?
I think so. Yes, it's based off that late 90s, early 2000s.
With Matthew LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danger Will Robinson.
There he is, Matthew LeBlanc.
Yep. Out of West.
Dang,
Yo.
Dr. Smith.
Now, Etc. Are you just collecting these games to like have them in the collection? Or are you playing them as well? That is sick. I love that Batman figure.
I have that Batman. And this Batman figure has the wire cape.
Has the wire cape.
We just became best friends.
That's when his suit was too tight around the wrists. It was cutting off circulation to his hands.
Jack's a hater.
There's more. Got Firestorm.
Right.
This Superman. I have that Superman up there.
Wait. You just found him in the wild? Because I haven't seen him on the shelves in
everything's wild in Alaska.
I never saw him on the show. And this
I picked that one up too. That might be the best Marvel Legends Wolf. Rich, that's the one you needed to finish your collection.
And this is
recently changed the tour.
Oh, sorry, my air quality is great in the house.
My guy, you picked up the whole.
No, he didn't. He just finally did his GameStop, but.
Those are the Justice League video game wave from the 90s. So they're like their costumes are kind of pixelated to look like they are kind of the fighting Justice League game. Yeah, okay. Justice League Task Force.
Those
pretty good.
Dude, good pickups.
Nice.
Good pickups.
Shall we move on?
Shall we move on?
It's time. You know what it's time for?
What's it time for?
It's time for the news.
It's time for the news.
Job breaking news.
let's see. So you know who's been talking a lot? Is our boy James Gunn.
He has.
What's he been saying?
So he's been saying that he won't tell Batman and Superman's origin.
Say it again.
He won't tell the origins of Batman and Superman.
Well, they've been told and told and told.
And you
Yeah.
know
Might as well
what?
jump in.
I appreciate that because remember when Amazing Spider-Man came out
Yeah.
and you felt like I just saw this movie. I don't need to see this again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I appreciate.
Only reason I disagree is because every director's interpretation of Krypton has also been very different. So it is kind of helpful to know, even if it's in flashbacks, like, is your Krypton this utopia or is it this kind of post-apocalyptic cold planet? Like, it's kind of cool to know, like, which version of Krypton. And as far as Batman's parents, I feel like we should always be getting flashbacks of Crime Alley. Like, that should be haunting Bruce Wayne in every movie.
But I don't necessarily think that's an origin. I'm okay with seeing flashbacks, but I don't think he's going to tell a straight up origin story. What are you chewing up? You're ruining.
Etc. said he is going to play all them games. And Geek Fusion says,
You need to stop talking to Viv like that, man.
this is getting out of
This
hand.
this is wild.
It's getting out of hand.
Not appropriate.
And then you know, also announced in the Gunverse, Sergeant Rock, that allegedly may be portrayed by Daniel Craig.
Oh. Because
I
that's
think-
who we need in the universe, Sergeant Rock.
I mean, look, Sergeant Rock has been around for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
No one's debating about that.
All right, fine.
If there's one thing Gunn is good at, he's good at plucking into obscurity and dusting some of these characters off and making them relevant again. So I give you that.
Mhm.
Well,
Like,
yes.
no one knew Sergeant Rock was so cool.
No one knew the Guardians of the Galaxy were so cool.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Look at Peacemaker. And speaking of Peacemaker, did you know Peacemaker is canon, but it's not canon?
I heard about this.
So, according to reports, some parts of Peacemaker are going to be canon, and some parts aren't going to be canon.
I think James Gunn said, like, just about most of his canon, except for the Justice League showing up at the end
Yeah.
of the season. Because obviously that was Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller who made the cameos.
Right.
And I think I heard that some of Blue Beetle is canon.
I would
And-
hope so. I think Blue Beetle get a fair shake. Blue Beetle, get out of here. Blue Beetle. Damn it, Vic.
That is definitely not appropriate.
I'll show you the black hand side. The side that means business.
Wow.
Blue Beetle did not get a fair shake. No, it was caught between transitions. It
Yeah,
didn't get
and
a
I
fair
thought Blue
shake.
Beetle was great.
Lawrence, if you were to see my game collection alone, my draw might I probably will drop. And especially if you're playing all the games. Yo, the Sonic and Mario Plus Squad says, "What's up, y'all?" The Sonic
up?
and
What's
Mario
going
Plus
on?
Squad's
Welcome,
in the
welcome.
house. We're not able to put your comments on our screen because we're having technical difficulties, so we'll read you guys from YouTube. But yeah, he said Blue Beetle, some of it is going to be canon.
I hope so. I love Blue Beetle.
And I think he said in Creature Commandos will kind of let you know what's canon and what's not canon. Whatever is said or talked about in Creature Commandos will be canon. So they might talk about some of the events in his version of Suicide Squad. So then that means it's canon. But they may not talk about Harley Quinn because
She won't be
they're
canon.
probably. We'll see what's canon.
Okay. Hey, in comic book news, we got a crossover coming.
Ooh.
And we all know the best stories always come from crossovers. Predator versus Spider-Man.
Predator's fighting everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
He
Predator,
really be going back and he don't care what.
he does.
comic
I have
wise.
the Predator versus Batman, which was terrible.
No, that first issue was dope.
Yeah, but the storyline it's the same thing. Lawrence. It's always the same thing. It's a portal. It's something that the worlds align, and then
It was
It's like-
fine. It was 1991. It was fine
Also-
back then.
Also, Predator never wins. It's like
Yeah.
Predator never wins.
What if they went rogue and Predator just murks Spider-Man and that's it? It changes the whole Marvel landscape going forward.
You
I'll
know
be down
what's
for
funny? You know what's crazy about that? We have all these Predator movies and Predator content as if he's ever won. It should
As
be.
if.
Why are we ever watching or reading any of this? We know he's gonna. Danny Glover beat the Predator. He's too old for this. Beat the Predator.
But it looks kind of cool though. I'll show you what the cover looks like. Looks kind of dope.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But
But-
Predators
It's
aren't
kinda cool.
superhuman strength. Spider-Man is.
Predators.
Oh,
have
predators
enhanced
are yeah.
They're.
Predators are
I didn't
strong.
say they're not. I didn't say they're not strong. They're not superhuman strong though.
So there's been
He might be
Predator.
You don't think he's Spider-Man strong?
No.
Spider-Man
No.
is at the most.
He
Spider-Man
trades punches with
And it-
Schwarzenegger.
And it also depends on what predator we're talking about. Because you got
If you're talking Commando, Predator, that era Schwarzenegger, he's pretty much a superhero in all the movies he plays.
Kind of.
All right. Well, speaking of Spider-Man, scientists have actually invented the first kind of web slinger.
okay.
No joke. You can right now they're shooting it out of a syringe, but they're looking at how to make it a projectile. So you can shoot this substance that immediately solidifies as a string and adheres to whatever object it clings to.
I love
And it
how like
looks like-
scientists are like world hunger. Who gives a crap? let's build web slingers. Geek Fusion TV says Blue Beetle needs to be canon. It was underrated and a great movie. I agree, man. I put it a little under Spider-Man: Homecoming, but way above every Ant-Man movie ever made.
Even the one with the dick joke at the end.
What?
Hey, yo.
Hey yo,
Philly Phil said, "When did y'all get a second Black Superman?"
we had a first one.
We had a first one. Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Me.
Jack is the
Man,
second
I'll
Black
tell you.
Superman.
I'll tell you when that happened is when we cut the feed the first time.
Hey,
When we cut the feed the first time.
Was
Captain
Black
America
Superman?
4. Anthony Mackie is hyping up Captain America 4, saying it's realistic and grounded. Really, Anthony Mackie? That's what we want from a flying Negro story? It's for to be
Wait,
realistic.
hold on. There's so much to pull from that movie outside of it's a flying Negro, Chris.
But he said he wants realistic and grounded. First of all, nobody's jumping up and doing those barrel rolls in the air and throwing like.
I think Anthony Mackie meant it's more in line with like Winter Soldier than it is like some of the jokier stuff.
Is that what he meant?
I
Maybe.
think so. I don't think he because
And what did Chris mean?
I don't know, Chris. What did you mean when?
I mean, how are you going to take a story about a Negro who flies with a robotic suit that throws a disc?
Is it because it's a Negro flying, or is it because it's just anyone who's flying?
It's not even a robotic suit. He just has wings and a jetpack. Like, how is he as strong as Captain America throwing his shield and catching it?
How is he as strong as Captain America throwing the shield?
Wait, but his suit is vibranium. Is doing the Black Panther thing where it can like absorb and give.
But Black Panther drank the magic herb. He's powered.
Yeah. So
No, but
what
I'm
is
saying,
Anthony
but
Mackie
when did
his
he-
suit.
When did he get that though?
Right.
I think they're gonna explain it that the Wakandans helped make his suit. It's like vibrate. That's why he can like take the punch from Red Hulk because the force is going in and
But
out.
that didn't happen during the TV series we watched.
No, he wasn't wearing. He wore the suit at the end. I don't. Where did he know? Didn't he get the suit? Where did he get the suit from?
Right.
But I
Yeah,
think we
he just
forgot.
had it. He just showed up with it in the
Then-
series.
And this is a new suit in the movie. Etc. So forth and so on. It says I have the regular NES top loader, NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, N64, Dreamcast, 2 original PS, PS2 Slim, 2 original Xbox, 3 Xbox 360, PS3, XX1, PS4, Xbox X, 2 Nintendo 3DS, 2 Nintendo DSi, and 3 Wii's.
Sold to the biggest nerd in the room.
When I
Rich.
grow up, I want to be just like you.
Rich, I didn't think anybody
Yo,
can beat
I have
you.
the majority of those still too. I don't have the Dreamcast. I never got
What?
into
Jack,
that.
you ain't got none of this. Shut
I don't
up.
have
Hey,
I don't have a
don't
lot of
make me
systems.
bring 'em out.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have a lot of systems. I do want to get me a 360 because I still have my hard drive for my 360. I got my Xbox One. I got two Xbox One. Excuse me. I do want to get. I mean, I want to get most of that. I want to get a Dreamcast again because man, I loved playing the
You
Dreamcast.
did. You should play that on your porch.
Philly Phil says canonically, Negroes don't fly or swim. Oh, 2 boys for
He
you.
ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. For those watching, we only get Facebook through, so we can't do that through YouTube. Unfortunately,
Today,
today.
and yesterday.
I'll never get a 360 again, man. I got that red circle of death and was like, "What is this crap?"
Yeah. Did you guys
Listen,
they said that
I
you got
lucked out.
to like wrap it in a towel and try and
Yeah, because he had the. It was supposed to like reheat the connectors or the solder or
Yeah.
whatever, and then put it back. It was whatever. I didn't have the issue. I actually no. Let me take it back. I had three 360s. I only had one issue with the red ring, and that was it.
I got the red ring of death for my 360.
I got the red ring of death.
You know what? Also was a great.
And then you gave me a broken Xbox.
Lies. Lies,
You're like,
accusations.
You're like, I got this extra Xbox. You want it? And it don't work, Rich.
That might have been a pre-owned one because I had like 3 Xboxes. They all worked great.
See what you started, etc.
You know what you can get now? I was talking about it a few weeks ago. You can actually get a console that takes original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis cartridges all in one, and the thing's like $20, $30.
Come a long way, baby.
Man, you look into that.
Come a long way.
Come a long way. Hey, y'all see that they were turning everyone into a bunch of killers and slashers? We got Popeye the Slasher Man, or
Oh, I saw
Oh, I am
Huh?
so excited for this.
public domain, baby.
I really like these. I like it. I
It's
like
like the
the
Pooh,
freaking
Winnie the Pooh one, yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood Honey. I like this world.
did you watch the second one of Winnie the Pooh?
I didn't watch the first one, but I really like the
I just
world.
he likes that it
I
exists.
like the idea of it.
I do like the idea of it, and I will watch. It's one of those things where it's like I can never get Shay to watch this with me, and like there's so much to watch. Am I going to sit down and give that time? But I like that it's here, and we can do like let's do. If we should be writing a Steamboat Willie slasher film.
We should.
Yeah.
That version of Mickey Mouse is
I'm
public
already
domain.
I'm already writing Steamboat Willie erotic thriller. So
Oh, I'm sorry. What now? What did he say? What
I'm gonna come.
is happening?
Oh Lord!
Is this what's been going on? Is this what's been going on since I've been?
Major Jack, it's our last show. So
He's got it. It probably is our last show.
Yeah.
oh, man.
What other
And
news
in
we
other
got?
news,
The
Yeah.
last news, but a little bit bad news, and a little bit frustrating news. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is very far off, and the script was restarted. Yeah, so they pulled it off of release, and they're retooling the script, and they don't have an ending. You guys wrote a 2-parter. You split it. How do you not have? You don't know where the story is going when you're halfway
That
through the
seems odd. Where'd you get that information from?
Yeah,
superhero hype.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, superhero hype is usually the one.
Yeah, they're legit. I like them.
Yeah.
Etc. says still on the lockout for an Atari 400, a GameCube, Nintendo Wii U, a PS5. I have a box full of Atari, but no console. My sister gave away
I have
either
a
the
Wii U.
Goodwill or Value
No, I
Village
sold
20
it,
years
I sold
ago,
Yeah.
and the Nintendo Switch. He's looking for a Nintendo Switch. Yeah,
you got a lot of time on your hand. I got one console. I don't ever get to play it.
All right, and that's it for the. Does anyone else have anything else, or that's going to be it for the news?
I'm surprised you didn't bring up this Spider-Man 4 Sony teased Tom Hardy's Venom crossover in Marvel sequel. What?
Yeah, they're saying, but they're not really telling us anything though. I'm saving it for more. I was saving that one.
If they put that man in Tom Holland's movies,
it will be
that will be the biggest jumping the shark moment ever.
What are
seen
you
in my
talking
life.
about? It's Venom. It'll be a jumping.
No. That's not Venom. That's a Venom from some universe disconnected from anything good like Spider-Man.
Hey, this is not a Todd Phillips movie. That's still Venom. It's not like, oh, that's Joker, but that's
Erroneous.
It might as well a Venom that didn't get his symbiote from Peter Parker. That's
Right.
kind of and some anti-hero. Some
And he's a hero. Yeah, he's a
it
hero.
might as well be tied. He might as well be doing the
But the
musical.
reason why they would do that is because Null is gonna be the next villain in the Spider-Man movie. They're saying so. The only way that makes sense is you need a couple heroes and villains and anti-heroes to just lose that fight.
If
I mean,
no,
consider this: anyone who watched that Venom movie, those creatures that were coming after him are not stronger than the King in Black. You know what I mean? Like nobody
Yeah.
stands a chance against this guy unless they dumb his power set down.
I mean, look what they did with Gore. Gore.
They don't need to do this storyline at
Gore.
all. They need to make Spider-Man a street level hero who's dealing with the fact that his friends don't remember who he is, and have him fight. And then throw him in whatever the Secret Invasion, Secret Wars is going to be in the big thing, and then he gets a symbiote. Like, why would he be dealing with the symbiote if you're not going to put him? Like, we have a whole Secret Wars coming up, right? In the MCU, that's down the line.
Maybe.
I don't know.
See.
I don't know.
All right. Shall we get out of the news? Get to some
And that
debate?
was the news.
That was the news.
It's a Chris show. It's a Cruz show. And we're going to talk about a debate. So this debate is a little bit different than other debates.
Get Lawrence, man.
This debate is a challenge.
Because he came into the debate real kind and warm. I'm like, what do you
This is the Chris show.
So we all have 100 theoretical dollars to spend on Amazon.
$100 on Amazon.
We're putting together the best collection we can by theme, by value. Who's spending that $100 the best? And be prepared to show your receipts because I want to see what you guys got.
This was a very hard one, so I'm going last.
That's what she said. And I'll go first if you guys want.
Yeah, you go first. I want to see how you do this.
I'm going to show you my card. I'm going to show you my card. Now, keep in mind that there's something in my card that I'm actually going to buy. So my card's over $100, but I get $100.
That double-headed dildo will ignore it. Okay.
Yep.
Yo.
All right.
We
This is not in my debate, but I am ordering this actually right now.
Where are you putting that?
On the wall. I don't know. Above my.
Suze Ramirez is in the house and says, if you voted for Trump, you ain't invited. That was where'd that come from, Suze Ramirez? And then all of a sudden, Suze Ramirez erased their own comment.
All right, sure. I mean, look, everyone's welcome here.
That's right. Everyone's welcome. Leave a like.
All right.
Yeah,
So
like,
first,
What do you got? What do you got?
I got some. So let me start. Let me start at the bottom. So I'm gonna do the 66 playset.
You already have it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm still building it.
Wait, hold on.
Well, you already have it though. How would you need?
Oh, it's okay.
It's his best $100. Let him do
Wait,
his
so
thing.
you're saying
Okay.
that a part of my $100 can't go to something I already have?
This is a theoretical.
No, but I'm saying, like, let's say I want to build out what you're building out. Can I use toys I already own?
No, unless you rebuy them.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. It was implied. You have $100 to spend to put the best.
You didn't say that means I ain't got no toys at home.
You can't just spend $100 and take $1,000 of the toys from your collection and put it into the lot and say, "Hey, look what I got."
You ain't say that.
Did I have to?
They erased their comment, probably like their hair.
Oh,
Probably
that's
like
rough.
their hair.
Yeah, a lot of people been losing their minds and shaving their heads. It's pretty
Really?
wild. Yeah,
People are shaving their heads right now.
shaving their heads because
How is-
my man won.
How is that
So-
going to change anything? Rich?
So people are becoming
doesn't.
skinheads because he
Right?
won.
Exactly. It
I'll
doesn't
show
make
him.
sense.
I'll show him.
All right, let's get back to the toy.
Yeah.
So, I'm buying the playset. The 66.
So he buys a playset he already has.
I'm putting Robin in the playset.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Penguin in the playset.
So you're getting a bunch of Batman stuff.
But
I'll put
I'm
the
sorry.
Joker-
It doesn't make. Why are you buying a playset that you already have? Why don't you just spend that money for that playset on something else?
Because you're starting from scratch.
Basically the unwritten rules were it's as if you have no toys in your collection. How do you take this $100 in Amazon and build out a collection that is cohesive thematically? So you can't add to what you already have. It's as
Right.
if you have nothing.
I don't like it. I
Me
don't like
neither,
it.
but keep going.
Whatever.
Going.
And then I had
Who
obviously
were
a
all treated to the groupie? Yes. Oh, C23's in the house. Yeah, we all here, baby. Chris, I'm already like, first of all,
and then
You
and
got the bat signal.
and then I'm adding some accent lights. So I had a couple dollars left over, and then this one I'm just buying myself.
okay, can I doo-doo on your list real quick?
Sure, you could try. You could try.
First off, where's the bat signal going? In the bat cave? Why would it be in the bat cave?
No, it's going off the side. It's gonna.
Who shines the bat signal, Chris?
It doesn't matter. The bat signal's just shining in the air.
He wants to know why you don't have a
wait. So
Gordon.
Batman turns on his own.
He wants
bat
to know why you
signal?
don't. No, maybe the penguin is doubling as Gordon.
No one's double as Gordon. You should have the bat signal on.
That's not cohesive. Bat signal need to be in a whole different collection. Second, bat signal wasn't even used that much in the 66 series. Where's the red phone? That's my question. Next thing is why you got this,
series.
huh?
The red phone comes with the other places.
Yeah, you don't need a bat signal. They're gonna use it like once. Hey, easy. And then what do you have? Like you just have a Batman in the oxygen mask just hanging out in a bat cave?
Yep.
And why is Joker dressed like this?
Because he broke into the bat cave with Penguin and they're about to fight.
But why is he dressed like this?
I don't know why.
Collection makes no sense.
Because this was on sale, Lawrence. That's why. This is the one that's on sale.
Etc. says Lawrence. I had a feeling he would either get something Batman, Superman, or WWE. Me, WWE. I haven't bought WWE figures in a minute. Jack got me my last one. He got me The Rock. Man, it would be Superman or Batman for sure. I didn't understand the rules.
All right, what do you guys got?
Yeah, let's hear what you got.
Let's hear what you got, Jack.
Okay, fine. So I got $100. I have $100. I'm buying one thing. I'm buying the Superman Hush figure because it's on sale for $99.99. Now, however, I own it, so in an alternate world, I don't need that figure. So here's my alternate list. But if I had $100, that's what I'm buying. Alternate list. I'm getting a game station that has 20,000 video games pre-attached to it. Costs $40. I'm never not gonna have something to do. And then I'm taking the other $60. I'm spending $6.40 on a 2-pack Nerf gun. I'm spending an additional $3.50.
Jack, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understood the question.
I'm buying toys.
The question was, how do you building out a collection, a cohesive collection?
That's right. I'm gonna be the coolest kid on the block. That's my collection.
I don't think you know what cool means, but
obviously, if you don't have a Batman the Animated hoodie, you cannot be the coolest kid. Jack, you didn't under the question. You have to put together.
I can't have a Nerf collection.
You can have a Nerf collection.
You can have a
Nerf.
Nerf.
Okay, what's the time of your Nerf collection?
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm getting a 2-pack for under $7. I'm getting extra darts for $3.50.
Okay.
I'm getting a double pack walkie-talkie set for $14.
Okay.
Because if you're having a good Nerf war, you got to be able to separate and communicate with the team. I'm getting throwing knives for $5.
Throwing knives for $5.
Okay.
Because throwing knives. I'm getting a slinky because it's something to do, and the slinky is $3.50. I'm getting binoculars so you can see the other team at a distance. Now, they had glowing gloves, which I thought was kind of interesting, so I might get the glowing gloves for $6. And now I'm running out of money. So I could blow the rest of it on this six-piece Ninja Turtle set, which comes with all the figures. It comes with Splinter, and it comes with a foot soldier. And then if I didn't have someone play Nerf with, at least I'd have targets.
No one's gonna
right?
play Nerf with you, Jack. First of all, you bought the wackest guns. You bought the guns that parents give in goodie bags at birthday parties.
I
Those
bought
are
the
the wackest Nerf guns you can buy.
Wow.
No, they're like the Mavericks.
No, they're whack. I have them. I have like 10 of them upstairs.
Well, look, they're not the. It's gonna shoot like 20 darts in one stint, but it's a 8 shooter.
You bring that nonsense over here. Sebastian's gonna
The
leave.
thing about the Mavericks is they got pretty good aim.
Yeah.
You could spend the whole $100 on one Nerf gun.
You could. All right. So Jack is buying Nerf guns and gear. I'm with you with the walkie-talkies though. I agree with the walkie-talkies.
Etc. says Target has been putting out some great. I shouldn't. I probably ain't gonna buy Hulk Hogan in a little bit, etc. So forth and so on. Unfortunately, Hulk Hogan, he's kind of yucked my yum.
Keep it nice and vague.
C23. So all of us know our Bat Superman is on the Bold and the Beautiful. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, sir. Daniel,
you're the Superman, Lawrence. You're their Superman.
I'll be your Superman, baby.
Wow.
Daniel Evans is in the house. For God so loved the world, he gave us his only begotten son, that whoever believed in him. Oh, you just preaching. Okay. Thank you, Daniel Evans. And etc. says WD also has some great Ultimate Bret Hart figures. Dude, do you collect those in box too? Or do you pose them in the ring? We're gonna need to see a picture of your inbox collection, because I'm always curious how inbox collectors like.
How do you live?
How do you display it? Like, do you buy like the pegs from the stores and just have them on pegs? I've seen that on TikTok.
I'm only inbox because I'm lazy.
Yeah, you're not a true inbox collector. You just forget what you buy and they sit in the closet.
It's true.
I misunderstood your question, and I don't have time to go on Amazon and do all the math. So what I was gonna do was buy the Kyle Rayner and Kilowog figure that's $95 and add them to my existing Green Lantern collection, put them under a green light, and bada bing, bada boom. I didn't understand your question. I don't understand why I don't have toys anymore.
You're buying.
Yeah, why don't I have toys?
The Kyle Green Lantern?
Yeah.
He kind of the wackest Green Lantern. Or the Guy Gardner.
Were you not a kid in the 90s? That is our Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner's dope. And I already got Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Didn't that comic start with him like drawing naked pictures of ladies?
No. That's how you remember it. No.
Nah, he was a painter. Kyle was the painter.
He was a painter and he had a girlfriend, but he wasn't drawing naked pictures of ladies.
I think go back and watch that.
I have
my list.
Toys too, Rich?
And I just put it up. I just did this as you guys were rambling on.
While we were responding.
You were rambling on. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do an aliens toy set. Okay, I'm gonna get I don't even know what Hi-Eye is, but they're cheap. All right. So we're gonna smack up some Hi-Eye.
Etc. says he collects all inbox. He has a ton of out of the box figures too. If you saw my Star Wars collection, you'd be like, "Holy cow!" We need to see. I want to see your displays. I want to see how you
still got $8 to spend, Rich.
I do. I don't know what else to spend it on, but we got the the battle damaged alien. We got
like a small cat.
Oval morphs. We got a warrior alien. We got Ripley over here. I don't think that gun's going to do too much. And this one, I just, I was like, hey, why not, right?
It's a bumper sticker.
Why? Wait, because that alien got back. Rich? Is that what
the alien got. What? Yeah, I got like I don't know, $8 or something like that. I don't know what else.
Pop Johnson says, unless you're blow, huh? Hi, Pop Johnson.
Hey, okay.
We can't show you guys in our stream because we're having technical difficulties, unless you're on Facebook. But that's just for today.
Yeah, that's my thing.
All right, Rich. Okay.
Since for whatever reason I don't have toys, I don't.
Look,
I don't like any of your choices. They reek of poverty. They reek of I can't afford stuff, so I'm gonna
Hold
buy the
on.
cheapest.
Wait.
He bought a bumper sticker to go with his alien collection.
It
guys.
100%. He 100%. All I have. See, what it just shows that you are just not a part of the people. You know what I'm saying? If you got $100 and all you got is $100, you gonna make that stretch as far as you can. You're not gonna buy that one figure. Your parents like, here's $100. You go buy a one figure. You be like, I got a whole army.
I
buy
might.
that for Superman.
I might. You can play with your alien bumper sticker with a fat backside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with this Hush figure.
And I'm gonna play with my Joker that has a costume for some reason with antlers.
And you got a bat signal in the back cave.
Why'd you pick that?
Oh, the bat signal's outside the bat cave, Lawrence. Yeah, looking at it from the bat cave.
Etc. says, unfortunately, the house we currently have, there isn't enough room for me to put everything up on display. Etc. You can live into 50 cents old mansion. I don't know if you have enough room to put up all your inbox collecting. You got a lot of stuff, man. Bob Johnson says, oops, I meant to say, I know a couple boys who firecrackers these toys, right, Jack? Yeah, Jack.
Oh. Okay.
He's blowing up his toys.
Yeah, well, it happened.
He's blowing up his toys. So I win the debate.
Around in the 90s, we weren't blowing up toys
Anyway,
with firecrackers.
it's a tie between us and me and Rich. All right,
Dodging butt whoopings.
I'll have to say, who won the debate, Jack or Rich?
I did. I'd buy that Hush.
No, not Jack. Chris
Jack
or Rich. Chris or Rich, who did the debate right. I'm gonna have to give it to Rich because your toys make no sense.
How do my toys make no sense?
It made no
Because
sense.
why is the Joker dressed up like that? Doesn't make sense.
Why is there the one that was on set?
Why is Batman just in the Batcave wearing like a scuba oxygenator outside of water?
Obviously, if Joker rolled up in there with that mask, there's something going down.
Rich's collection makes sense. There's a bunch of aliens. You got Ripley with a gun. I buy it. I get what's going on here. Yours, Chris, reeks of poverty.
You're telling me
you couldn't get the Joker that you're supposed to get, so you got this one.
Look at this Joker. You telling me this Joker is the Joker we need?
It looks like you told your mom you want the Joker, and she came home with this.
This may not be the Joker she needs. The Joker we deserve, though.
That's sad. That's sad. You can't bring that to school. You won't get clowned.
Why is this Joker dressed like this?
Because I think in the comics, Joker dresses up like Batman and has his own Joker Batmobile. It's the Joker Batmobile that McFarlane came out with. It goes with that.
Or is he doing that Mexican comic that dresses up as a bee?
That's what he looks like.
Like this from the toilet. No. He's like Bat Joker or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Rich's makes the most sense on a shelf.
Whatever.
Yours does from a distance, Chris. But when you get close to it.
Why is the Joker wearing Yeah.
Oh, all right. You guys ready to move on to our second topic of the day?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to put on my NPR voice because we're going to get serious right now.
You do some ASMR too?
Yeah, do whatever you need to do.
No, I want you to do it. Jack, what's going on over there? Jack, what's going on over there, Jack?
Stop it.
This is strange choices, Jack. Strange choices. Well, guys, that's our last show.
Well, that's our last show. Etc. So forth and so on. Says Lawrence, I think you may be underestimating my hobbies. I also have a DVD and Blu-ray collection that reminds people of a small blockbuster along with my book library. Get it in. Y'all want to be Etc. when I grow up. That is freaking dope.
Etc. We need to see pictures of the collection, brother.
For real. Rich, that's up your alley. You used to collect DVDs and Blu-rays hard.
Yeah, I haven't bought one in quite some time. But yeah,
well, now you can't really run into a store and buy them too much now.
Yeah,
they're not in Target. A lot of Targets don't have them, and Best Buy got rid of them.
My Targets still have. Some.
Yeah, Brent, age of Grogu is in the house. Just chimed in. What the F, Jack? You're not like this at work. You don't make those sounds at work, Jack. You don't.
Yeah. He means smiling.
Oh, smiling.
All right. So there's a program at my son's school called Watchdogs. It's dads of great students.
Is that what the video game was based off of?
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly what it was based off of, Jack. Thank you for that segue.
Okay.
So what you do as a dad, you go into the school,
Yeah.
and you pretty much spend time in the school. You help the kids and just kind of just be a part of the school and support and blah blah blah, and just show up for your
Blah
kids.
blah blah. It's for the kids.
Just for the kids, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting with the kids at the table and we're all talking. And I'm like, hey, what toys are you guys playing with? Because how else I'm trying to identify with the kids, and obviously I'm pretty much a child. So I was like,
You're
hey,
not these children. They're like toys, skibbity toilet man. What are you talking about, beta?
Exactly.
Skibbity
Rich.
toilet man. What are you talking about, beta?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the
I'm real Sigma over here. Okay.
and I'm not talking like jaded like tweens. These are first graders, 6 years old. They're 6 years old. I'm like, what do you guys know? It's YouTube and gaming. And they're not playing with any toys.
Yeah. Welcome to reality.
I don't know. You think this is going to have a
mad? Tell us why you mad, Chris.
I just think it's going to have a negative detrimental effect on our youth going forward. How much time have you spent with your toys, and how much time have you been in your imagination and doing stuff, and especially at 6 years old? At 6 years old.
This is why I disagree, and I said I was going to play advocate.
Look at the generations before us, though.
Right. So, like, when you think about toys and action figures, they really started with Masters of the Universe in the early 80s.
In the
Before
1950s, they were.
No, they had
the G.I. Joes in the 70s.
No, they had the dolls and stuff, but I'm talking about action figures, play sets, vehicles, the things that, like, the birth of toys as we know it kind of started in the early 80s. So before that, yes, they had dolls and stuff, but they didn't have what we have. So what did they do? They played cops and robbers. They played dress up.
Time out. Pause that, because I'm okay with that. That's still imaginative play. That's
what I'm saying is the generation before the people that play with action figures looked at those kids like, so you're gonna just sit in your room all day and play with plastic toys? You're not gonna like put on a cowboy hat and be the cowboy. You're gonna play with a toy cowboy. So every generation beforehand looks at that next generation like they're missing something. The generation that sat home and listened to the radio looks at the generation looking at TV like you're going to lose your brain cells. And that generation that watches TV looks at the generation online going, you're going to lose your brain cells on the internet. And that internet generation is looking at the generation that looks on social media. Like every old fogey generation thinks that their generation.
But here's the problem I have as a father. It's your job to keep your child as much of a child for as long as you possibly can.
And to cultivate creativity, right?
Right. And I think when you do that, and you have their sole source of entertainment being YouTube and video games, you lose that control and you lose that childlike wonder. You lose that.
Or it just evolves like it evolved from us. It was different. Our parents didn't play the same way we played. They didn't have the same stuff, but we still.
But it
just evolves.
They still play.
And these kids are playing. They're online. They're playing video games. They're playing in their way.
And if you look at some of the creators on like YouTube, that some of the younger creators, some of the stuff is like, it's kind of ingenious.
What are they playing on YouTube?
Or they're watching things. They're watching like kids making videos, or
they're watching kids do other stuff. They're watching kids actually create stuff, or kids actually play as they're watching. And don't get me wrong, I know there's a place for this. I mean, Sebastian watches the Minecraft guy. He watches the Pokemon guy. He watches all these guys, all these YouTubers. And there's a time and a place for it in moderation, though. But there's a time where we have to shut off the screen time. It's like, no, go either shoot your gun, go outside, play with your toys, do something.
No, I mean, but to me, that's no different than get out of your room playing with your action figures and go outside. Like It's the same. It's the same thing, just in a different generation.
Because I was playing with action figures and video games simultaneously, and reading and playing sports outside.
But the video games weren't the same. Now I can't blame it, because the video games were definitely more engaging now than they were when we were kids, and I think it captures something. And
wait, no, I disagree. I think when we were kids, we were just as engaged in those games as these kids are now. It's just that
No
it
freaking way.
evolved.
No freaking way.
For us, to play Super Mario Brothers on TV blew our minds. Like there was nothing like it.
But we didn't play Mario Brothers the way these kids play Minecraft, and the way
they're different games though.
Right,
they're different games, but I was still just as engaged in Super Mario Brothers and
Rich wouldn't even come outside. Rich would game all freaking day with his brothers.
Yeah.
Like it's not different.
When Final Fantasy kept time, which was one of the first games I remember it having a clock that clocked how long you're playing it, we nined out the clock way before we ever finished playing it.
And Brent says it's a different generation of kids for sure. CT22 says, Brent, Jack's not at work right now. This is his fun time. C23, etc. says, just sent over a 9-year-old picture of my movie collection because they are also storage boxes. We got to check that out. C23 says, no, Chris, as a father, everything is your job when it comes to your child. Yeah, Chris, he told you. Bob Johnson.
Great.
Yeah, Chris.
And Bob Johnson says, yes, 24/7. Look, I think that we can't look at every generation just evolves, but it kind of does the same thing. Like if you're in your room all day playing with your action figures, you need to go outside and play sports. It's the same thing. If you're playing Super Mario Brothers or freaking Bubble Bobble in the 80s on Nintendo,
yes,
you're gonna still be told get off that Nintendo and go outside and play.
But
It's the same thing.
I mean, look at Halo.
Go ahead, Jay.
I mean, like Halo is a good example of you're sitting there playing for hours with people, or all these games, but you still got to you still have to strike a balance. There's always the balance to be found that when it goes lopsided.
So I don't blame the technology. It's just that there had to be a balance when we were kids.
Right.
I don't think
there's only one person to blame, Lawrence. It's the parents.
Chris. Oh, parents. Yeah, parents.
No, don't get me wrong. I balance Sebastian. I try and balance Sebastian as much as I can. Don't get me. But if it was sometimes there are some days that if I don't tell him to get off, he will sit on that Switch all day.
And that was
Look,
that,
if I
that was
didn't have to go
that
to
was
work. If I
that
had
was-
no financial responsibilities and I didn't have to go to work, I would spend a lot more time playing video games.
And
watching
that was
TV.
rich. That was rich when we were kids, and that was me with my action figures. Like if you don't make me do something else, I'll be playing Batman all Saturday long.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's any different, Chris. I just think it's just evolved to the next generation.
But do you think if these kids are just playing video games, they're still developing creatively the same way? Like
There's no way they're just
bro. Have you seen? I mean, just with Minecraft alone, you're saying Sebastian plays Minecraft. Yo, people get real creative with Minecraft.
Their games actually require more imagination than ours. Our games was hard as hell. Like threads and you're done.
It inspires more imagination than G.I. Joe.
Time out, sir. There's people who play Minecraft and they literally build computers within the game. They build like sophisticated structures within the game that operates on their own. Like they get very creative with these things.
It's just different, because even when you're playing your G.I. Joes, you're still basing it off of the cartoon you watched. So you're still it's not.
I mean, you're making them now. What do you? Come on now. But like when I was playing with my action figures, I was sitting there like my mother would yell at us all the time. But I'm playing through the plants. Like Christmas time's coming up, I'll be playing in the Christmas tree with whatever action figures I have. You know, it's just different.
But I don't think it's just a different use of imagination. And I think that both sides need to be told to go outside and play and read and write. Because think about it. When you think about the generation that didn't have action figures like this, they probably were writing and drawing and painting and doing other things that we didn't do because we had these plastic figures that took up our imagination. Like it just changes.
Or they were working.
At 10 years old. But or outside in the woods running because you didn't have action figures. You didn't why am I going to sit in the house and play with these little plastic things? I can go outside and swing from a tree.
Right. So but and it goes back to imagination. Like I know my mom talks about some of the toys she had growing up and they're basically handmade dolls, but they had as much imagination as my action figures did growing up. It's what you endow a thing with. That's how alive it ever is.
And I think
Now
the kids are doing that with their own thing.
Right. Now, obviously, there's a difference between that and like a video game, because the video games, it's giving you all the information, right? You're just investing the time to get good at the skill set or enjoy the storyline of it. That's why I drifted towards.
But if you're playing a video game, you're getting, if you're playing a video game. Brent says, when I was a kid, I was outside being Superman, not watching it, reading it, or things like that. That's what Pop Johnson says. Yeah, his generation outside playing Superman, being Superman. Brent says, yeah, I play with my action figures, but I also was building model Star Wars spaceships in scale. Top action figures since toy ships were not in scale to the figure size. C23 says, not safe to play outside these days. That is very true. And Jeffrey Miller says, runtime an hour and 14 minutes. Yes, we are.
Is it any more dangerous now to play outside as it was ever?
Yeah, depends where you live. I think it just depends where you are.
Because also, like when I was growing up, I would be inside playing video games, and I would play my action figures and whatnot too. But we would also go outside and like pick up sticks and like make bow and arrows, or like find those little mud clots on the ground, or like dried up mud clots, and then like put them on the ground. It's like our smoke screen, and it made like a little smoke puff like that on the ground. But for us, it was like, it's our smoke screen. We were ninjas. We disappeared. You know what I mean? We were playing in the bushes. We had a couple of bushes around the complexes. Like they were our spaceships. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's my point. Like we still had to be told to put down the action figures and go outside, or we made the choice to go outside. It's the same thing.
Right.
And if you're reading a book and you get lost in the story, is it that different than getting lost in playing a video game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it that different?
It depends on the game.
But why is it that different?
Because look, if you're playing like Mortal Kombat for hours, it's not like an RPG where the story and the plot and the characters are developing.
Says who?
No,
What if this kid?
It is that different.
What if this kid loves Mortal Kombat?
I'm not talking about the love you have for things.
And he's vicariously playing like I'm Liu Kang, and I'm going to beat all these guys because I'm Liu Kang. And he puts his Liu Kang bandana on, and he sits there playing the game because he's like living vicariously through Liu Kang.
Yeah.
And his imagination is creating a world around these tournaments as he's playing.
But he's still being fed a lot of the inputs. When if you're reading, those inputs are being generated by you and your imagination.
I remember
being triggered by somebody else.
Remember when games first started having like voice acting introduced to it?
Yeah.
It was like so different.
Yeah.
Kind of lost the novelty of being an interactive book kind of vibe, right?
I think it depends. I think it depends on the person, depends on the generation.
Well,
We're kind of like, I just want to say, I think we sound like old fogies going, y'all don't realize how good we had it. It's like, that's what every generation says.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we had it better. I'm just saying that it makes me sad for the generation that they're not experiencing other things.
But look at this.
I'm not against YouTube. I'm not against that. I just think in moderation. You guys have to have.
But that's the same thing for us.
Yeah, that's life. Life works best in
Chris is just mad because he's the one that has to moderate him now.
Right.
He's like, why are we playing with these toys? No, but like it's no different. A kid, like I said, a kid that sits in his room and plays with his action figures needs to be told to go outside and go play with his friends. It's the same thing.
I would love to be a kid right now with no responsibilities, just being able to play the state of the art, whatever the thing is.
I was lied to about this adult stuff.
Right. It's the greatest hoax. I mean, can you imagine like growing up on the Star Trek Enterprise, like Gen 2, where they had the holodeck? I'd be in there all the time playing. I'd never be out of the holodeck. It'd be like Windjack coming out of the holodeck.
Be holodeck, load program XX Rich Secret Covert 32.
Yeah. Don't go in the holodeck after Rich.
Keep it locked. Keep it all locked. All the baby oil.
Well, on that note,
C23 says, yes, people are crazy. Bears just want to eat you, and you really can't tell if a person will hurt you. A bear lights out, no question. Et cetera, so forth and so on. Says, unfortunately, it's a lot more dangerous, especially here in Alaska. It seems like there's always multiple reports of stabbings, shootings, etc. Connie Alaska says reading is definitely different than games like Mortal Kombat. Depends what you read. And Brent, Age of Grogu, says adulting is second rate next to being a kid. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are romanticizing your childhood. Y'all are romanticizing book reports being due. Y'all are romanticizing having to do fractions. I'm sorry.
I have a problem with it.
Yeah, y'all are tripping. I like the fact that I'm gonna go on my freezer and eat ice cream. I don't have to ask for permission. I like not having a bedtime.
You want to have the best
Never, dog.
All you have to do is get rich. That's why I work so hard. I work so hard because I want to be rich, so I can live that life where I can just do whatever I want, when I want,
right.
how I want.
But we were thinking like that's a kid's life. Absolutely not. That's a kid that is filthy rich with no parents or supervision. No. When we were kids,
you can have that. If you have enough money, you can have that.
Well,
that's what I explained to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's monetize this platform and make the money. Guys, get on my nerves. Book reports. Who did those? Man, let me tell you. Alaska Anchorage holds the record per capita of the most homicides in the U.S. Okay, you need to leave.
Alaska's wild.
Well,
I saw a documentary on Alaska, and wintertime, it gets live out there. Don't ever have problems in the wintertime.
Correct me if I'm wrong, etc. But like it has to have something to do with the fact that there's no sunlight for so long. Correct.
I saw True Detective. I know how it goes.
That series, that season was really good though. That season
Great
was
season.
really good.
That was a good season. I don't know, Chris. I feel what you're saying. I just think we're just watching. I just think we're the old people talking about how good we had it, thinking that it's different.
Well, we had it better. So screw you, kids. F them kids.
Wow.
Yo, games have never been so good. What are you talking about?
I know, but I would say we had it better because our parents can actually afford the things we wanted. These things are mad expensive.
Dude,
mad expensive.
You can't even afford it as an adult.
Rich, think about your game collection. Now, apply all the inflation to the consoles today. This kid isn't going to have as much as you had.
You gotta look at Brent Age of Grogu, man. His Star Wars collection is off the charts, and he's got all these. He's got the hot toys.
Ooh,
I can't imagine.
But that's not a kid's. No kid should have a hot toy. Like he can't even play with it.
Are you kidding me?
They're play with it.
Hot toys.
It's not hard enough. You can play with anything.
Huh? No, but you'll damage it. You'll damage
What's
the leather jacket.
You're not gonna play with it. What's the point of having a toy? You ain't gonna play with it.
Hot toys are not meant to be played with. They're meant to be looked at from on a pedestal.
Under glass.
Yeah,
that's right. Let it out.
I think we're going to agree to disagree on this one, but it's riveting conversation again from three brothers.
Wait, what do you disagree about?
I disagree that I know I don't care about hot toys. I'm saying I disagree about what Lawrence's take on. It's just the evolution of children and toys.
It's a pretty good argument he's made though, Chris.
It is a good argument, but I just don't agree with it. I think that when you come back and you see these kids get older, studies are showing that these kids are going to have issues.
Or their problem solving is way better than ours because they play more video games and their fine motor skills are more advanced. Because
but they're if you play they say if you play video games for more than 6 hours a day for more than 4 days a week, you're less likely to make $100,000 a year.
Well, Chris, see, here's the thing. I think
who says that?
I'm just making sure.
A lot of people was not making $100,000 a year.
That's a Instagram how to get rich guy.
Facts.
Talking.
I know
but Chris, we're not saying different things. I'm saying it's the same kid who stays in his room all day long playing with his action figures and doesn't go outside and play with his friends. It's the same thing. No kid can be by himself.
You got that moderation and everything, but
that's the same thing.
What I was seeing with these kids was there was no moderation. It was just.
But that's not the game or the internet. That's the parents not making them go outside.
Also, you're talking to a 6-year-old.
Which you could argue that you're going to get more truth out of a 6-year-old than you will an adult.
Oh, you definitely will. But to me,
Well,
it's like
but
a
it might
six.
not be might not be the whole truth. You know, I mean
Yeah.
I
that
think
kid
it. I think it's the
probably
same thing. It's the same thing. If the kid's allowed to sit in his room all day and play with his action figures, and he doesn't socialize, go out with his friends and play with his friends,
Well, do you
he'll
think?
be
I
just,
guess
he'll be just as stunted as the kid that's in his room all day playing video games and doesn't go outside and play with his friends.
you got to get in trouble. I mean, my question is: do you think? I guess ultimately, do you think parents are more protective than they used to be in the '80s?
No, they're not.
No, I think parents are
Oh,
busy
yeah,
working crazy hours.
parents are
And
definitely busier now, and they might be more protective now than anything.
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
you think about when we used to go out, like we'd be out long as you
It's
back by before those lights come on, we're good, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
It's so weird. It's like they're hyper sensitive when it comes to certain things and really loose when it comes to other things. I don't know. I feel like the rhyme of reasons is lacking.
Like the
well, I
amount of
think
liberty
stranger
I had,
danger's high.
but higher than it used to be, or just we're more aware
Yes.
of it.
No, I think it's both. I think we're more aware of it, and when you're ever in a time of more poverty, when you're ever in a time of more need, wherever the class system starts to separate, you get more people that are the danger to society. You
Yeah,
just do. And when you look at the 80s and 90s, you had more households thriving on even a single parent income. You
true.
probably have less crime if your area
Thanks,
is not.
Reagan.
But yeah, so now it's crazy out here, and because of the social media and the content, kids grow up quicker. So
Yeah,
you're not even worried
yes,
about your kid in an adult necessarily. You might be worried about your kid in an older kid. You know,
Yeah.
and maybe you're right. Things were maybe things weren't that different, but parents being
But
more aware now.
but certainly that plays a factor in how much someone is consuming content indoors as opposed to other exploration.
Yeah, I just
And
think
I would assume it's cheaper to let a kid watch YouTube than it is to buy a bunch of toys.
Maybe,
So
but
dude.
then
the bank account plays a factor.
microtransactions are different. Microtransactions, you don't feel it because you're not buying one thing one time. You're buying a ton of things, a bunch of tiny things on a regular basis.
Oh, Viv is in the house. We have a. Oh, I got to go back and read all this chat. She says, "I'm a teacher, and it's really important for kids to play with toys. We are seeing kids having a hard time socializing with other kids. But here's my point: the kid that stays in his house alone playing with toys is going to have the same exact
But,
hard
but,
time
but why does he
socializing.
have to be alone? Why can't he be with his friends and playing
Why
with?
can't he play video games with his friend? Like if we're saying that we're talking about the solitary function of whatever they're playing, then it's the
right.
same thing.
I
So
never.
then, so only children have trouble socializing.
What are you talking about, Jack?
That would be the next logical leap to that one.
Well,
Well,
no,
I
they're not.
mean,
They're not.
you're gonna have well, first of all, if you haven't socialized your kid up until the point they start playing video games, and there's another problem there. It's not just the video games; the fact that you sat there and had your kid contained in a bubble,
Well, there
and they
was a
have
global thing that made it hard for kids to get out recently.
right, right, and I mean with that, then yeah, I understand it because I've seen that with one of my nephews. He seems to be like to himself at times, and it takes him a while to kind of break out of his own little thing.
So COVID babies is a very very real thing, and I don't think we're going to understand. Now we're getting off a tangent, but it's a very valid point, and I don't think we're going to see the true impact it's had on the youth until way down the road. But there's no way that you
I
could you
don't I don't think it's really going to have that big of an impact. Like, yeah, I get that they were born within that like what 2 3 years, but I mean,
but
you have your whole.
those 2 3 years at that age
Uh,
is it's very different than 2 3 years if you're 20 or 30. That
Right.
that age, the amount of learning, the amount of
Development.
development that happens in that time is huge, and to be kind of isolated in that during that time, I think we're going to see we're going to see
Right.
big
But
difference.
and I agree, but I think what we're looking at here is the evolution of a generation. It's not better, it's not worse. It's just this group of generation approaches the world differently. So the generation
Well,
that listens to the radio with their
that might not
family,
be such a bad thing. We look at what's going on.
well, it's never bad. It's just different. The generation that grew up with the radio and no television operated differently than with the television generation. Different, not bad, just different. And you have to have moderation on both. Toys versus video games, not bad, not worse. You have to have moderation on both. If you let your kids sit inside all day playing with his action figures because you didn't want to take him nowhere, didn't want to put him in karate, didn't want to get him a hockey stick or a basketball, that kid is going to have just as much social issues as the kid that's inside playing video games.
So the point is, stop being lazy, parents.
No, we can't. But we can't say that because now you two.
No, yes, you can. You can.
We're talking about a time where one parent can work one job and own a home and take care of everything. So when you got two parents working 9 to 5s that don't have the time, and you have neighborhoods where your kids can't just be outside on the streets because it's different.
I think
we're talking movies, TV, video games, comic books, and how to raise your children.
Hey, man. I tell you, the chat is lit real quick. Not safe to play outside these days. Unfortunately, it's a lot more dangerous, blah, blah, blah. We already said that. Brent, Age of Grogu, just dropped an unboxing of Balin Scrolls. Figure is hype. I make displays for Hot Toys, Brent says. Brent, we need to see your Hot Toys. Sure, Hot Toys are adult toys.
Well, go check out
we
Brent,
as kids strive for. Yes, etc. So far, it says during winter, Anchorage, Alaska only gets between 3 to 4 hours of daylight. However, Barrow, Alaska gets between 2 to 3 months of pure darkness during winter. So that's far north Alaska. My Hot Wheels were Rock KC, huh? Remote control car. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Jeffrey Miller says, wait, what? Don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Jeffrey. Viv came in the chat. Teacher. Brent of Age of Grogu says, yes, about kid moderation. If they're not made to do that. Yeah, I think that's just regards to the generation. Viv says, I can see the difference between kids that play with toys compared to kids who only play electronics. Well, I think the problem is kids shouldn't only play anything. Unless they're only playing one thing, there's a problem. Now make play dates for the kids. Yeah, you got to now. You got to make play dates, Rich. It ain't about just go outside and find your friends.
I know about the play dates. Every time I go to see Hunter or someone, they'd be like, "Oh, I forgot they had a play date over here." I'm like, "What? This kids have more active social lives than I do." Like,
because there's no longer just run outside and go find your friends. It's or you organize with parents.
You used to like bang on your neighbor's door.
Remember, it was just a yard full of bikes because then you would just show up.
And then you kind of feel somewhere like, how come I wasn't invited, you bastards?
Right.
Yeah, but you didn't go back because you didn't have a phone. You just
That's right. There wasn't a phone. People, phone.
Etc. says, Jack has a point. Look at Ted Bundy and Ed Gein. Hi. C23 says, hi. I thought Ted was a good person until I learned he was not. You can't tell a person, you can't judge a book by its cover. Brent says, thanks for the plug, Jack. Would love to pop in on the chat sometime. Oh, get Brent on this bad boy. But Chris, I think we're saying the same thing. Moderation, with great power comes great responsibility.
There you go.
Okay.
The more advanced the hobby, the more responsible you are to make sure your kid isn't just into the hobby.
I think we can agree on that. I think we can agree on that.
Did you just quote that? That was good.
Brain,
that's probably how we should end the show. Ow.
All right. Let's close this out. So usually we do recommendations at this time, but we're not doing recommendations today. This is a Thanksgiving episode of Three Brothers Shot of Milk, so we're going to go around saying what we're thankful for. Now, I don't want to hear nonsense like you're thankful for health or family or any of that stuff. I want to know what you're thankful for in the nerddom. I'll start. I am thankful for the penguin. Jack?
Wow. Wait. Chris, the penguin left no crumbs, sir.
He doesn't have to leave crumbs. You're jaded. You're jaded by these Marvel things. They don't have to.
No.
What do you mean? See, you're old. You're getting old, sir.
Wow,
Chris, you should have known what that meant.
That's a positive thing, Chris.
It's a positive thing, Chris.
Oh, okay.
It meant it ate and left nothing on the plate.
Yeah, the plate was that good.
Okay. That's what you.
Wow.
Why do you?
That's what you colors are saying these days. I get it.
Even I knew that one.
I didn't even have the right one. I just had to put something up there.
Even Jack knew that one.
Uh,
No, but no, the penguin was dope. Penguin was fire.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm grateful Gunn is at the helm of DC
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think we're about to get a really good Superman.
I agree.
final.
I'm thankful for this anime that I'm getting. Okay.
There you go.
What anime?
For Dan off the top of my head.
Oh, Dan. Can I wait? Can I briefly make a comment while we're talking about anime?
Okay.
Jobless is problematic as hell, and I don't know how it was made.
Keep watching.
I'm on episode 2,
Keep
and I'm
watching.
like, what the
I already told you you're going to get all the problematic stuff at the beginning, but once you get like end of season 1, like coming to the end of season 1 and into season 2, brother, I'm talking all.
You gotta watch a whole season before it gets
But
good.
Rich, it's,
no. Understand?
It's good from the beginning. It's good.
But
It's
it just has some problematic stuff.
Hell, it's
Isn't
problematic.
it mad pervy?
Yeah.
Mad pervy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even say pervy. It's beyond pervy. It's just wrong.
Right.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's so wrong.
It's
It's
good
so
though.
wrong.
It's good though.
It's good. It
Keep
is
watching.
good.
Stick with it. Keep. I'm telling you right now. You will thank me later. Especially when you get to the end of season 1 and especially season 2. You will thank me later.
Okay, I will. I'll keep. I do listen to your recommendations. Dude, I hate to just piggyback off of Jack, but I am thankful. First of all, okay, I'm gonna say I am thankful for Superman, but I'm thankful at large that we just have all these superhero movies and TV shows still coming. Because as millennials and 80s babies, we remember a time where we didn't have any of this. And they can easily go back to that. So all you jaded Gen Zers who are calling all these superhero movies mid, we grew up when we didn't have any. So I'm very happy that we're still getting these. I'm happy that we got a Captain America coming out and a Superman coming out in the same freaking summer. Like this is dope. And we're getting toys like these on Target shelves. This is sick.
You know,
I'm happy.
I'm thankful that we have so much content. We can complain about content. We can complain about stuff because
yeah. It's what is it? It's something of riches. It's what's the term? What's that term?
I don't know.
It's something. And in the comments they said, I am thankful for this fun life on Earth. Oh, C23. Why the heck do you got to make it sentimental? Brent, Age of Groku, says, I'm thankful for my 12-inch Hot Toys Ahsoka Ray Stevenson Balin Scroll action figure that came in the mail this week. Get it in, Brent. And Pop Johnson says, I'm thankful for this podcast. Aww. And Viv says, I'm thankful for this podcast. I love these crazy men. Oh, Viv.
Oh, fine.
That's his wife, Rich. That's his wife.
Listen, I've been respecting his wife more than he has this whole podcast. Shut up.
Yeah, Chris, you've been real reckless.
Oh man.
Sebastian,
Hello,
what it do?
what you got?
I got Wolverine.
Hey.
That is a
Okay.
good looking classic Wolverine.
Yeah.
Then I had the space.
Wait. I think we're best friends.
What?
Sir. I think we're
How does
best
Lawrence
friends.
Lawrence has like plastic man hands. It's like
Lawrence,
anything in the world.
Lawrence sits in a circle of all his action figures around him.
It seems like that, doesn't it?
Where did that even come from?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think we're friends, Sebastian.
We are.
This toy is like, it's so much older than you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This toy came out in what?
98?
No, way early, way before that, Jack.
This was when like Toy Biz
92.
And
Really?
I don't know the heck his name is, but I have him.
Classic Joe.
Yo, that's the guy with the hat comes off.
Yeah, you guessed it.
I had that figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about as old as the That's older than your Wolverine.
It's probably 80s, right?
87.
And then I have a more of a modern.
Oh, is that Master Chief?
Yes.
Rich, this is up your alley, Rich.
Oh yeah.
No, yo, Rich, the Halo toys were dope. They didn't sell well, but they were fire. What else you got, Bash?
And then the biggest for last.
The
We
biggest
talked
for
about
last.
Battle Force 2000.
Ooh.
We're 3 vehicles in, 3 vehicles to go till we
Okay.
have
All these retro toys.
Future Fortress.
Is that retro?
Yeah.
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 Retro.
Where you
From
find it?
87. So
Where you-
if you would listen to the podcast, Lawrence, you'd know. So Sebastian and I are in 1987.
Game.
G.I. Joe had a line called Battle Force 2000. And what would happen is you get all these vehicles, the vehicles come together, and they build a fortress. So
Battle Force 3000.
no,
Man, shut up.
Battle Force 2000.
Shut up.
So
No, those are dope.
little by little, we're getting everything together, so we're gonna have the future fortress.
Get it. Connie Alaska says, I'm thankful for my family and for this podcast, among other things. Thank you, Connie Alaska.
I realize I don't have a sentimental tone on this thing. That's crazy.
So you have to make it with your mouth, Rich.
It's a high
Make
pitch
it,
one.
make it with your mouth. Brent H. Grogu
I
says,
wanted to eat a croissant. So I went to
That works.
Well, all
That
right.
works. Gussie Rose stores have had a ton of toys out on sale recently. It's worth checking out. Gussie Rose, we don't have
There's
that.
a
do we?
guys.
Oh, guys. Ross.
Ross, yes.
I can read
yeah.
it.
Right. Yeah.
Especially now during the Christmas time.
Well, all the stuff they've had, they just start putting it all out in market. That's why I got that DC Multiverse McFarlane green Arrow for like $5.
Yep.
Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
No,
Green
Green
Arrow.
Arrow. The Green Arrow was there. They were all Ross.
That was last year. Like $5 Marvel Legends.
$5.
I got Static Shock for $5.
Static
Can't get a
Shock.
sandwich for $5.
You can get a sandwich for $5.
I have one question.
I might
Yes.
have an answer.
Wait, what's that guy name?
And that was the show.
What the heck? Wait, what was his name?
Who?
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow?
No, the other one.
Snake Eyes?
Right.
Why is Snake Eyes so expensive?
That's a good point.
Why?
I don't know. Why is he so expensive?
He is. He's true. All the Snake
No,
Eyes.
I don't think it was a joke.
No, it wasn't a joke.
No.
Oh,
No, he's actually talking.
He's talking to you, Rich. He's actually asking you.
all right.
I literal thing. I was literal at a shop and I saw Snake Eyes
The
for
sh-
$100.
Yeah, the
Like-
straight up Snake Eyes is worth bucks. Is worth money.
80s?
Yeah,
80s?
yeah, the
Oh.
80s Snake Eyes is worth money.
Well, yeah.
They're always worth money, the Snake Eyes figures.
Especially if it's in a box.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There were so much money.
Because he was the coolest figure. Everyone wanted Snake
Yeah,
Eyes.
man.
But the irony of that Snake Eyes was legit the most bootleggy of the figures when they made them. Was hysterical.
The cool thing about Snake Eyes too, like you don't even need to like G.I. Joe. You can like buy Snake Eyes and use
That's
him
right.
for anything because he's a
Yeah.
straight up
He's a straight up ninja.
ninja. You can have him fight with your Chuck Norris toys
Yep.
because I had Chuck Norris toys.
I had the Chuck Norris toys too. Remember
I had the car.
black ninja that had the red star on the chest?
Oh no.
You have it?
I don't know if I have him here. I don't know if I have him here.
He pops up with a Chuck Norris. Throw me out.
Oh man. Talk amongst yourselves if there's still show left.
There's no show left.
Talk
amongst yourselves
if
there's still show left.
What? Who's that?
This guy?
Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness!
Yo, don't come for me, Chris.
Yo! I haven't seen that figure in like 20 years.
Don't come for me, Chris.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
Chuck Norris action figure.
I don't know, but I used to play with it all the time. Those are one of the toys I used to play with all the time. I got it from my grandfather found it at he used to work for a school, and whenever kids would leave toys in the lost and found, they would find their way to me.
Oh, some kid went back looking for his toy and it was gone.
Yep. And I had that. I had the Gen 1 Optimus Prime from that. I had a bunch of GI Joes.
Oh, jeez.
A marker.
No, we didn't have any.
Oh, but you find a lot of stuff. I mean, when I was a janitor at RCC, Rockland Community College, for those that don't know, I found an Incredible Hulk and a Thing, and I think I have them somewhere around here in a box.
In college?
Don't ask me why. Like a big joint.
Yo,
I'm
man,
like,
you remember
what?
your toy collection in college, Lawrence?
Do you remember yours?
Yeah, I remember I had a packet halfway through the year.
Oh, yeah. Jack left me hanging.
And bills are no joke.
In our dorm room, Jack and I made sure we would never have any girls come over because we displayed our action figures in the window. Well, I found mine. Mine was already in my class, and Jack had the ladies with action figures decorating outside of his window.
That's how you know it's true love. That's it.
Jack always had the ladies.
No.
Jack always. Brent says, Lawrence, I think you have a toy store action that comes to life. They ask for it and it just appears out of nowhere. It's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
Anywho, we're still fighting. Why are we fighting? We're not fighting.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all love. What, Roxy? You want to come?
Oh, here we go again.
Ruining the podcast. Come on, Rox. Up.
Oh,
No. That's not the right thing.
Oh no, that's definitely not the right thing.
It's the sweetest thing I have.
All right. I think with that said, we're thankful for you listeners. And
yes.
when will we see them again, Beth?
In same back time.
Same bat channel.